Pioneer physician Dr. George W. Jones came to Imlay City from Port Perry, Ontario, Canada, in December of 1870. He was the first doctor in Imlay City when the population was only 100. George Jones was born in Orono County of Durham, Ontario, February 11, 1839, being one of 10 children of a Methodist Episcopal minister. He received a common and grammar school education and in 1854 began the study of medicine, afterward attending the medical department of Victoria College in Toronto and the University of Buffalo Medical College, the latter from which he graduated in the fall of 1857 with a degree of MD. He spent 1 year at the hospital in New York City. He then began his practice early in 1859 at Prince Albert in Port Perry, Ontario, where he remained until December 1870 when he came to Imlay City. About the time he came to Imlay City, he was married to Miss Anna Paxton, and from this union 6 children were born. He built a home on South Main Street where he lived until his time of death. Since coming to Imlay City in the early days, he witnessed all the improvements made in this vicinity, from the wilderness and almost or quite impassable roads to the fine farming country and good highways surrounding the village. And the village grew from a small hamlet with streets spotted with stumps changed to fine pavements lined with substantial buildings and progressive business institutions. In 1873, when a village election was held, he was elected village president for 2 years. He was a village health officer and for many years was a surgeon for the Grand Trunk Railroad. He served many years on the Board of Education and was postmaster for 10 years. Dr. Jones was one of the founders and original members of the Congregational Church and instrumental in planning and building of the church in 1875. He was always active in promoting Imlay City, and in 1916 he was made an honorary member of the County Medical Society. During the practice of his profession here, he has been regarded as the faithful family physician, counselor, and friend of all the people of this community, and has acted in the capacity of master of ceremonies at the birth of more than 1,700 persons, many of whom still have family members living in this vicinity, and some of them regarded as among our older citizens. Many hardships of the early days were endured by him in a discharge of his duties of medical practitioner, but he met them all in the most patient and faithful manner. Every resident of Imlay City and vicinity, both past and present, have reasons to know Dr. Jones and will cherish his memory during the remainder of their lives. He was made a Master Mason by Mount Zion Lodge, Brookline, Ontario, August 20th, 1866, and up to his death held the record of being the oldest living member of the Imlay City Lodge, which is number 341. He was a charter member of the Lapeer County Medical Society and served as its president for 2 years. In August 1916, he was made an honorary member of the Michigan State Medical Society, at which, during a banquet, he was presented with a handsome gold watch, which he prized very highly and was proud to show his friends. He was actively identified with interests of Imlay City and filled various positions of trust and responsibility, among them being postmaster for 12 years under 4 different presidents, the president of the village for several terms, member of the school board for many years, promoter and founder of the Imlay City Fair Association and its president for 7 years, local surgeon for the Grand Trunk Railway for nearly 30 years, member of the Lapeer County Pension Board, and chairman for 52 years of the Congregational Church Board of Trustees. In all of these positions, he proved faithful to the trust imposed upon him. In a speech Dr. Jones gave in his honor by the Detroit medical profession, he stated, "I can truthfully say, although age and infirmity overtake me, and I come not within sight of the castle of my dreams, teach me, O Lord, to be thankful for the life and for times olden memories that are good and sweet. And may the evening twilight find me gentle still. And when the last summons comes, which will come to all of us, may I be able to look back to a life of honor, and in the words of Henry Van Dyke, say, I shall grow old, but never lose life's zest, because the road's last turn shall be the best." Dr. George W. Jones passed away on Saturday, September 29, 1928, at the advanced age of 89. Dr. Jones, for nearly 60 years, had been so prominently identified with the local business, social, and political affairs of Imlay City and the vicinity, it is doubtful if any person in this section of Michigan had a wider or more favorable acquaintance than he. Dr. George W. Jones passed away on Saturday, September 29, 1928, at the advanced age of 89 years old.